what's in the box? What's in the box? So,
Shall we?
yeah, you shall.
Okay. So on this in this box with beautiful art from Liana Kulyanova, as I mentioned, you can find
No other box.
there's nothing. There's nothing. There must be some kind of mistake.
You stole it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's our first prototype, and you stole it for yourself.
Okay, I stole it, but I have it here.
Nice.
So, I hope everything is nice and visible. Maybe we can put this
Let's put the box in here.
the box in here. And what can you find in the box of our first game, Statera?
Let's put it in
Yeah, the whole box. Okay. So, the first thing you will notice are the game boards. Yeah? There are actually, I will move it here, okay? There are actually 3 pieces of game boards. And the beautiful thing about them,
You were to
yeah, it's okay like that. Good. So each of these game boards hold it like this, and the it basically is very variable for the game because you have many possibilities to set it up. Of course, there is the middle piece which I'm using now with this large skull. I will put up so you can see it. Yeah, large skull of some dead creature. So the central piece, which is very important, we will maybe get to this later in our stream. But I was talking about variability, and the variability is in the fact that you can have the piece like this, you can have it like this, and you can have it like this, or this. Yeah. So basically, with one piece, you have 4 options, but with 3 pieces, it will help me to set it up properly. Thank you. Yeah, you are. And the third one is like this. Am I right?
Yeah.
So
Maybe let's move it.
So with the 3 pieces, you have like much more opportunities to create variable game maps. And the point is, of course, there is all the pieces have some small numbers in the corners. You can't see them, but they have it. And basically, we suggest for the first game and or some scenarios, we suggest some setup, of course, with the number code for the map. But then, when you are experienced, you know what's Statera about, you can basically design your own map for the game. So the game is always something else, a little bit else. The point is you can set up a game which is more defensive, which is more offensive. Yeah, the roads between the campsites are shorter or longer. There are more multiple roads or just one road. Yeah, it's up to you. Yeah, and currently we have a lot of ideas, yeah, in our minds or already in the rules. How do we want to expand, yeah, and how do we want to use it, yeah? For example, we already have some example, I think, on this side, on the other side. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There is
we can
scenario where you have basically a coastal type, yeah, with beach and so on. And this also is changing the game. So on one side, yeah, we have like you can see here 1, 2, 3, 4 campsites, and I will just turn it, and I have only 2. Yeah.
And that's one thing, and there is even the difference between the distance from one center campsite to another. You can see you have here a path of 1, 2, 3, 4 campsites or steps, and in here there is 1, 2, 3, 4 also. But
You have only 3 here.
oh,
2,
sorry,
3. Yeah.
1, 2, 3. But there is more campsite than on this side of the board. So the variability of the map is not only in the number of campsites, but even in the number of steps you need to do walk around the map. This changes, as Thomas said at the beginning, this changes when you flip the map like this. So there was like 1, 2, 3, 4 steps, and if we flip it like this, there is 1, 2, 3 steps, and only 3 campsites.
Exactly. And as I mentioned, yeah, this also changes the defense or offense strategies because, as you can see, for example, here, from the middle campsite here, I can go either here or here. These two are also connected. Yeah, so basically, when I defend, I have to defend both of these campsites. Yeah, simultaneously. But if I have this one, sorry, this is where I saw it.
You need to
I need to flip it. Yeah. Thank you. That's the point. Yeah, when I have this side, there is only one campsite which can be entered from here. Yeah. So basically, I can focus my defense here and be more safe here. So this is like more for defensive players. Yeah. So
we actually the Statera is scenario based game. We have scenario for each game, and it's a we didn't say it. It's a strategy game.
Yeah.
For 4 players, up to 4 players.
But maybe they already know it.
Maybe they already know it, but it needs to be said.
Yeah.
Oh, we have someone new in Facebook stream. Hi. Write us in the comments. We are talking about
we already have a comment. I think.
Oh yeah. Hello everyone. Alex Guzman. I hope I pronounce your name right. Hi there. We are talking about Statera. What's in the box? We just opened the box and put out the map. And we are talking about variability of the map. So if you have questions, you can ask and we will continue.
Exactly. Important to mention, this is the first prototype. Yeah, so maybe some things which you can see now will be, of course, then by the Kickstarter optimized, updated, finished, and so on. As Philip was saying, Statera is what you wanted to say, a scenario-based game. So basically, when you open it and you want to play it with your friends, it's from 1 to 4 players, so you can play it solo if you want just to spend the evening or whatever part of the day you want with the game, or up to 4 players now, and you can pick the scenario which you want. So there is currently there is one scenario for 4 players. We have in mind like 2 or 3 for 3 players, 2 or 3 for 2 players, and 1 solo mode. Yeah. So you can just pick, okay, we are 3, we will pick scenario for 3 players. It will tell to you the code of the map, so we will
the code is recommended.
Yeah, of course.
We actually test the game on several codes, and then we will tell you in the rules of this in the scenario itself. We tell you this code is for beginners. This code is if you want challenge. This code of the map can be better for one part of the for some players and disadvantage others. Yeah. So
Exactly, but in the end, it's up to you, as Philip mentioned. If you want to test some different layout of the map, you can just try it and play. Yeah.
Alex writing at Facebook, glad to see more games made for solo adventure. We are also glad to have Statera solo. We are actually, for now, we are working on solo mode hard. We are really close to finish the testing and make it public for our testers. So, and I think I'm most proud of it was Thomas' idea that we are using only the components in the game.
So far. Yeah.
So far. Maybe that will change. That's true. But so far, only components in the game. No extra cards. No extra meeples or whatever.
No dice.
No dice. No dice. Yeah. No dice ever. Not ever. What's the word? No dice at all. Sorry. No dice at all in the game.
Yeah, but as Philip mentioned, yeah, we are currently testing it. So in the beginning with one player mode, if you remember, we always lost. So that was not the way because then it would be no fun for you. Yeah, but yeah, I think we are on a good way here. But still, there's a lot to be done, a lot to be tested to bring the game really to deliver the best performance.
Okay, Thomas, let's move on to the player boards.
Player boards. Yeah.
Player boards.
So good. We have actually 4 factions you can pick from in Statera. So I will just start with the nations. If you don't know it, on Statera you are. Shall we put all 4 of them? Or
I mean, put it down.
Maybe
Yeah.
for better visibility.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Let's put it like this. Maybe you can let center piece in here.
And these two
can be
right.
yeah.
Yeah. So, if you know or don't know, Statera is a fight between gods and Statera nations. Yeah. So you can. It's difficult because it's a partly like negotiation game. Yeah, you play with someone, support someone, then.
Well, there has to be said one thing. There are Statera nations and gods, as you said.
Yeah.
And the things you mentioned, the negotiations and etc. Those are things we designed to the gods because we think about the game like partly like connection for a not that experienced player and connection between not that experienced player and the really experienced player and the player who wants real challenge in strategy. And
yeah, because you may know the situation if you play a strategy game that the guy who knows the game itself will simply beat you, and really easily if you are new. So our idea was to let's connect, as Philip mentioned, someone who is new, maybe new to the hobby or new to the game, and he can play, for example, as the nations, which are easier, and the experienced player or who knows the strategy will play as a god, and we are trying to balance it, so everyone can win, but so we are not counting on luck. There are no dice. We are counting on skill, but we are balancing the factions.
And the interesting thing is, as Thomas said, the Statera nations are easier. There are mechanics that are more common between not between.
Among board
Board games and players, known among the players, and with the God Nations, you can find mechanics quite hard and not hard mechanics, not that common, and most importantly, connected that way that not maybe I think Perun is built that with mechanics that no game is connected those mechanics like that.
Yeah.
So if you play, for example, if you play for Perun, you are facing a real challenge to you have to remember things. You have to
plan a lot in advance.
plan a lot in advance. I think like 5 steps in advance. You have to work with players who play for Statera. You need to convince them to play with you, to believe in you.
Yeah.
And it's Ferrum is really cool to play, but he can be quite hard to win.
Okay, but we started with Statera Nations.
Yes,
Yeah.
sorry.
So what do we have here for player boards? Yeah. You can see, I will maybe move them a little bit closer, like this. Yeah, they are. Thank you. Yeah. So they are quite similar. Yeah. Basically, you have the some symbol of the faction. This is still, I think, work in progress.
Yeah,
maybe it will change the name of the faction, and then you have the written there. What's your move like? Yeah. So what are the sections of your move? What you have to do? This is quite common. And most of the board game players know this, yeah, that you on your game board you have the steps you will play, because it's easier. You don't have to look in the rules if you are not looking for some very specific thing. Yeah, you have it on your player board and you simply play according to it. Then there are some additional information, but I don't think today we have to go into the details. Yeah, so some costs, actions, and so on. So these are the boards of Statera Nations, and Philip already mentioned one of the gods, which is Perun, this one, and the other gods are dragons, yeah, which look like this.
So let's talk about those.
Yeah, as you can see, now when we have it in comparison here, the Statera Nations are really quite similar, easier. Yeah, the approach is quite recognizable here. For Perun and dragons, you can see it's much more complicated. Yeah, of course. Again, we are respecting here our approach, that we want to first say how you play the game, which is here for Perun, and yeah, thank you, here for dragons. So it's here vertically. Yeah. Sorry, horizontally. Vertically is here. Yeah. And then you have a lot of specific actions, because for Statera Nations, as Philip mentioned, you have here the basic actions like building, attacking, moving, adding new people to the game board, and so on. Yeah. But for dragons and Perun, you have here special actions, because you are a god. Yeah. So you play distant from the board, and at some point in the game, you will also get your servants. Yeah. We call it legates. Your legates to the game board. And in this case, you will also have some possibility to make actions for your legate. So yeah, that's the complexity which Philip mentioned. Yeah, you play like a god. You have to think, okay, these are my moves. These are my moves for next turn, and so on. And then you have your dragons or your cats running around the board and persuading, yeah, you will believe in me. I need your not vote, but soul. I need your soul.
because not because I wanted to say that that's for me that's one thing I'm kind of most proud of, that we and it was mentioned to us from I think from every tester who played it, that if you play for God, you really feel like you are the god with the power, and you can do anything in the game, and and those Statera players for Statera, they don't stand a chance. You feel that way, and if you play for Statera, you really feel that the god is so small, and the gods like moving with you. They really do. They really do move with your pieces, and those feelings you have absolutely. Oh, thank you. It was unexpected. Those feelings you have playing for those factions, those are so cool and so it's so adding to the atmosphere of the game that, like I said, it's one thing I'm most proud of.
But you don't have to worry if you are a stubborn nation. The gods still need you, and you can still fight them. You are this small, yeah, but that's the deal. You are this small.
It's only feeling, but if you move how is it say move over the feeling.
Yeah.
If you move over the feeling, so you will as Statera nation you will know that you have so much power because if you believe in the god, the god needs you because he needs your belief. If you believe in him, he has power. If you don't believe in him, he loses every power. And it's that's the point. If you are God, you need to play smart. You need to gain favor of not the nation, but of the player. You need to even get to the favor of the player to get some additional points of it.
That actually happened a lot, back during our playtests, because it's about penetration of the player. Okay? So it's up to you how you play it. It's kind of a poker.
Yeah.
You know the other guy, he's too strong. I can't stand him. You have to help me. But in the way you are in your head, you are already thinking, hey, in next 2 turns, I will take over.
Some God plans.
Yeah. That's like it. Okay.
Well, player board.
Player board?
Let's move on.
Let's move on.
Let's
Okay.
move on. What else is in the box?
Okay, a lot of things still. So let's move to some meeples, which are necessary. So I will start with Statera Nation again. So I really love these small pieces. So basically the nations, we have not introduced them properly. Sorry about that. So the blue ones, you guys.
Yeah. We didn't.
No. Oh, yeah. That's only representing the game. Yeah, we introduced the gods, but not the nation.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, so
I'm not sure it will be seen. Yeah.
It's
Oh.
yeah. So the blue guys are chompas. That's how we call them. We really like the name chompas. Yeah, and we will show you how they look like later on with the cards. Yeah.
Yes.
And the green ones that we can show them are pawns. So that's quite obvious. It's a small pawn. And currently we are testing with like word 35 of these meeples. Perfection. What else do they have? So they have the.
Oh, we have someone at Facebook watching. Hi there.
Hi.
Someone new is I'm not sure if it's still you, Alex, or if it's someone new. Maybe wrote us in the comments to let us know you are here. Buildings. So buildings for chompas and for pawns. We'll show.
Maybe show them also from the front side because they are nice. I like them because they are not like pointy, or not pointy. maybe like rectangular.
Yeah.
Yeah. They are a little bit shaped, a little bit oval. Yeah. So nice in the hand.
Maybe we should mention that like because it's prototype, it's obviously not wood. We you can actually find the video how we paint at our YouTube or Instagram how we paint it, and
Very funny.
very funny, yeah, very funny. And those are 3D printed for now, but it will be a nice solid wood for final product.
Yeah.
Maybe show us over here.
So that's Sherpas and Pauls. Yeah. I think we have each faction, each nation has 15
buildings.
15 buildings. Yeah. So 35 meeples, 15 buildings. So now
let's show that's interesting thing. There is we have those two discs. Those two discs. I can show you. It's I'm not sure if it fits. Yeah, it should fit. It should fit. There is one, this one, and the second one like this. There are two symbols on those discs. Leaf and wheel, gear wheel. Those are we call those sanctuaries, right?
yeah,
Sanctuaries.
sanctuary.
I mean those discs.
Yeah.
Those are sanctuaries. Those sanctuaries are a representation of faith because Staterans on Statera there are several faiths, beliefs.
Yeah.
Several beliefs. For now, we have two: belief in nature and belief in progress.
Yeah.
So each god at the beginning of the game need to choose which faith he represents, and he chooses it with this sanctuary, and he put it to his or her um, um, uh, player board like this.
Yeah. And yeah, not get to it maybe in another stream how it works in the game map.
Yeah, definitely.
I think the details. Yeah.
Oh, game looks great. Ryan, hi Ryan. Thank you very much. We were we are opening the box of our prototype and talking about pieces, how we created them, what they are for, and we were talking about the map. The map is from the three pieces. We have those hidden already to
Have some space.
to have some space for a player board. And now we already talked about the meeples, and now we are continuing to some of the best parts, cards, and of course we will get to scales because this game has functional real scales.
Yeah.
Let's get to something more interesting.
So shall I continue with donations with cards or
Yeah.
with me? Yeah. Okay.
Let's continue.
Yeah. So for donations, I will take both of them. Yeah.
Okay.
We have each faction. I will put it maybe here. Is it visible? No.
Oh, let's put it like
Yeah. And we have to also
maybe I can show you the champa. Oh, it's blue. It's blue. Come on.
we can do it.
I can manage to this.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe. So this is back card, back of the card for Chompas, and
And don't forget, we have two back.
of course, and there is it was action card, and there is back for battle card. Yes. So we have action card and battle card. And of course, the same thing for pawns. Pawns have action card looking like this, and the battle card looking like this. You can already see the faith and the beliefs in Statera. That those are uh, faith, belief in nature and belief in progress. So it's kind of clear that it's not like mandatory that both nations can believe in both faith. That said, for example, some phones on uh, on the campsite can believe in nature, some phones can believe in progress, and some phones even can be atheist.
Yeah, no belief at all.
Yeah, no belief at all. But that said, you can see phones are more the art is put that way that the fonts are more nature-based nation, and the chompas are more progress or neutral-based nation. So let's show some chompas, because chompas are actually our creation.
Yeah.
Chompas is what's the word? The not nation, but race.
Yeah. Right.
Race. Chompas are race we invented. Okay, let's show. Oh, let's show this one. You can find some other one, and for now I will show this one. So those are little babies of Chompa, baby Chompa. It's a action card. Art is from awesome Jana Kilianova, and baby Chompa. You can see Chompas are blue, and they have like pointy eary thingy, and there is grown warrior Chompa. He's
Running away.
running away, but
This is thematic.
this is thematic. Yeah, and also battle, also action card, and there is battle card. There is battle card, and uh, those are card's name is Hideout, and those are two chompas in Hideout. Chompas are chompas.
Chompas.
No, chompas are chompas. Yeah. So if you have any questions, those of you who are watching at Facebook or at Instagram, just write it down to the comments. We are happy to answer it.
Okay, exactly. So maybe we can show some of the forms. Yeah. So we can pick some action card. I will pick some. Yeah. Yeah, I want this one.
I want this one. Yeah. So pawns battle card. Pawns battle card. Uh, those are walking houses. As we said, the fonts are more nature-based nation, and they are tied to the nature that way that they have houses on like flowery, or not flowery, but flowery like maybe like so. Um, and action card, action cards. This is card with a god's help. It's preparing for battle card and also beautiful art of fonts. And this card is battle monks. Battle monks. If you have this card here, I just mentioned that the both nations have some kind of power to uh, exterminate the gods.
We are maybe not exterminate, but
Just banish.
yeah, banish is the correct word. Banish the legates from the game board.
Not the god, yeah, of course, not the god, but his legate. So
yeah, exactly. We mentioned there are two types. Yeah, so you have battle cards, you have action cards. The action cards are for you because you can to let's say broaden up your possibilities. You can put them on the player board like is now showing, and they are extending your possible actions. Yeah, of course you need to buy them. Yeah, by certain number of souls and so on, but that's not important for now. But when you activate them like this, you can basically select from bigger variety of actions.
Yeah.
The battle cards can help you. You have a limited amount of them, yeah, and they can help you in a fight. Like Philip was mentioning, the hideout. The hideout battle card is giving you additional soldiers after the battle. Because if you, for example, you are afraid you will lose, yeah, so you can play hideout and save some of your soldiers in the battle, for example.
Well, we have 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Okay, let's move on.
Let's move on to the.
Yeah, we can just show.
We can show more cards really quickly.
And more meeples.
Oh, more meeples, of course.
So let's get to the gods.
We
have the dragons on the top. So we have 3 dragons. You can maybe show it together. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Then we save some time and
I can show it.
So we have 3 dragon gods. Yeah. One lady dragon god. Let's introduce her first. Statera. The dragons have no special skills now, but you can train them. Yeah, so all of them are the same in the beginning. It's up to you which you use, but then you train them according to your best conscience. And each dragon has a beautiful meeple in different color, so you can recognize them on the map.
Each meeple belongs to the specific dragon.
And nice touch, maybe if you can show it. If you are not sure which color it is to your dragon, it's here in the corner. Yeah,
here or here.
Yeah,
you can find it. You can find it on the card.
Yeah,
the same color. It actually took quite some of time to precise those those colors, and also you can see it in the video on our YouTube as we work with colors.
So what more do we have for dragons? These are the markers of their temples, because as you are wandering through the world of Statera, you are on your way. You will meet the buildings of chompas or fonts, and you can simply, with a nice touch, you can transfer them. This Philip is now showing to your temples. Your temples then giving basically are providing you your believers. Okay, so this is the point. But you have only 3 of these markers, so you have to think carefully where you use them and how. Good.
Good.
Good. So let's move on because we still have a lot to show. Perun, maybe like this. Yeah, because these are yeah. All right. So Perun is one god. It's a cat god. We love him. He doesn't love us.
Yeah, but he's a cat.
He's a cat.
Yeah, Farron.
And Farron himself is not descending to Statera like dragons. Dragons can fly there themselves. There are 3 gods, and they will fly there themselves. But Farron has his legates here, and I will show you he has 5 of them because they are not as powerful as the dragons. Okay? But they have some other advantages. Okay? And last thing, by Pharaoh, is same like the dragons. We have the markers for the temples. Yeah, same as the dragons. You have only 3. So this is the same. Last thing regarding cards are the event cards. Yeah. So to make the game a little bit more spicy, we put there an event card. Basically, when you fulfill some conditions in the game, you will draw an event card, which you can either keep and to the for the end of the game to get some privilege in the end or some extra point, or you can use it and get a direct benefit immediately. Yeah. Okay.
Let's get to
how much minutes do we have?
We have
How many?
7 minutes. Let's get to the best part. Best part of the game.
Let's make some space.
Yeah, let's make some space for that Everdell 3. Okay.
It was not in the box.
Yeah, it was not in the box. So, the best part is the scales. Maybe let's show it like this. You can see it. Scales. The scales came in the box, not in one piece. It's actually disassembled. Yes. Like this. I'm not going to disassemble it all, but you can see it's quite clever.
Quite a lot of pieces.
Quite a lot of pieces. Yeah. But works awesome. Like you have no idea. It's one of the best feelings I had in the game when I put to the scale, and when you put to the scale, you really feel like you need to like the favor of God is leaning towards you. Yeah. So there are mechanics for God how to collect the souls, which is represented by the mythos itself, and in the last move, the god can put some of those souls to the scale, and I'm going to.
Oh, you are such a god.
Yeah, I get it. I'm going to put phone in. Oh,
Nice.
nice. Nice.
Yes. So this is, believe me or believe us, this is really a nice feeling. Yeah. That's why you want to be better at the game and play as a god. Yeah, because this is such a nice feeling. But then it also has its downside. Like when you are leading like this, yeah, okay, the game is almost over, and then the other god came and oh, I have 300, and I have this card, yeah, and I can put extra.
Yeah, it can be like double-edged sword. Yeah,
Yeah.
because the more you are thrilled of your souls on the scales and your power represented by the scales, the more you feel the fall if you if the scales falling to the other side.
And this is also part of the psychology, yeah, because
Oh, it's my
because it's up to you when you want to start with adding souls on the scales. And usually we were talking about the psychology effect and how you want to convince the Staterans that you are the right god, they want to believe in you. That when you lead too much, they simply don't want to believe in you because you are too strong. Okay, you lead, come on, you have one people on the scales and you are too strong. Yeah. So yeah, that's not. It's up to your strategy. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can go from start to finish, leading on the scales. It's also possible, or you can start slowly, yeah, or just catch up with the other god. Up to you.
Yes. Well, that's it. That's Statera. That's what's in the box of Statera, and uh, we will see you at the next stream. As Thomas said at the beginning of this stream, we want to stream every 2 weeks. So we will see you, and I think we can check out. I'm not gonna tell for now what we're gonna do, but I think we're gonna a little bit dive into the factions maybe or into gameplay.
Yeah.
So let's see you then.
Definitely. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed it.
Bye.
Bye. Have a nice day.